Biggest insecurities and how we deal with them.
Yeah, we could do that.
Biggest insecurities and how we deal with them. I said one of mine earlier was success. Mine is my big. Oh my goodness, get me started on this one. My biggest one that I've had to deal with is that people accuse me of being on drugs often. I have I guess twitches or like the sporadic, this like uppity energy of like childlike energy and like all this. And they're like, "What are you on? What drugs are you on?" And a lot of times I am under the influence of THC. I'm not gonna lie. The Benjamin, I rip the Benjamin, but
Benjamin.
and it's just because I guess I do have that vibe or aura about me or something. You know, I went to college and I partied, so I
Yeah.
had got into some drugs and stuff, but my how I deal with it is I basically lean into it. So since people already think it, it's a lot of fun to over exaggerate it. You know,
Yeah.
somebody accuses me of being on drugs, like,
Yeah.
or I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
and I, you know, I channeled a little tweaker. You know, it's
Yeah.
and that's the character we were talking about earlier, the
Yeah.
villain.
Yeah.
That's the character, and I was just doing that one day because that hypes me up for the gym. Pre-workout is a drug too. I mean, sometimes I am on drugs, just not like illegal ones. Just
Yeah.
like pre-workout, caffeine gets me really going, especially if I get my heart rate up before. Um, how I deal with that is I lean into it, and I understand that I've tried to I've tried to move away from it, like with health and fitness and stopping drugs, but it's still there. So I've accepted it as how I deal with it. I accept it and I lean into it. I make jokes out of most of my
Yeah.
insecurities.
Yeah.
All right. Feel free to share yours.
So mine, I have a couple. I'll share like actually they go hand in hand actually. So if you guys can't tell, I'm a short king. Like I'm actually the short emperor. That's what I call myself because I'm like shorter than the short guys. So I'm just like I'm the short emperor, you know. So but that can be a little inconvenient sometimes. Like you can't dunk on basketball or anything. I mean you can,
Well,
but
yeah.
I mean it's not usual. It doesn't usually happen with short guys. But and then in the dating thing, that's also kind of inconvenient. But I guess if they're gonna base it off of height, I guess you don't want them. So
Right.
I mean, but it just makes it a little harder. So
Yeah, I'm sure.
and what else? And then it just
So how do you deal with that?
I mean, at first it really bugged me. Like it was maybe 5-ish years ago that it really bugged me, and now I just kind of don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if people make jokes, I mean, I don't care. I take it well. So
Yeah.
like if they say it, I'll laugh at it. I'm like, oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it won't bother me if someone makes a short joke or
Right. It
whatever.
gets to the point where you've heard it all. Like
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
hear it so much, you know, that's
yeah,
how it feels for me. I hear the thing so much.
yeah,
It's just like you don't care anymore. You know, the first
yeah,
couple times, you know, it hurts. But
yeah,
then you build up a little armor against it. And you normally I
yeah,
have jokes and things that I say and do when people
yeah,
are spamming the same joke.
yeah.
Um what's the other one that goes hand in hand?
I feel like my head doesn't match my body. I feel like I have a big head, and I see it on the camera. It kind of looks a little bit big for my body.
Yeah.
But if my shoulders will widen out, maybe that'll look better. But yeah, that kind of goes hand in hand. I feel like my head goes with like someone who's like 5'10", and they got stuck on my body.
My
So
my other one is um content creation and trying to be a content creator or
yeah,
influencer or fitness creator, whatever you want, a TikToker, TikTok boy, all that.
yeah,
I feel like that with for girls around here, like I feel like they don't want to be with the goofy guy on the goober head that's fucking trying to do podcast
yeah,
and YouTube videos and stuff. They
yeah,
don't want to, especially around it, because nobody wants to like. Around here, you get talked about. In small towns, you get talked about whether you post online or not.
yeah,
Like you gonna get talked about.
yeah,
It's a whole world of drama in small
yeah,
towns. So they definitely don't want to be seen with the person on camera, really, because everybody in the area gonna know. Everybody in the area is gonna know.
yeah. Yeah.
But I need to find somebody that like enjoys this or like wants to do it
Yeah.
with me, and
Yeah.
or maybe is already doing it right now, and we collab and we have a little influencer relationship.
Yeah.
I don't like to call myself an influencer though.
Yeah.
I do think I think by nature though. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's by nature or by what that I am an influential person,
Yeah.
and I've felt like that for a while.
Yeah.
I think it's because I decided I wanted to be different at a point, to even the extent of I've got a better control on it now. I used to want to be different just to be different, like
Yeah.
not just because it was right, but now I just want to be. I want to make the decision for myself. And if it's different, it's different. I'm okay with that. Like
Yeah.
we don't have to be the same. Me and you don't have to be the same,
Yeah.
and I can still coexist with you if you can with me. But I'm gonna do other things.
Yeah.
Um,
I think the whole like being online kind of makes you interesting though, because like usually when they're like, "Oh, what are your hobbies?" and like if you don't do that sort of thing, it's like can't say play video games because that's a turn off for them. Uh, I occasionally will play basketball. You know, like you're
yeah.
scrapping for like interesting stuff
Well,
about you, but this is like stuff like this is makes it
yeah,
interesting.
yeah. But that's just an identity thing.
Yeah.
Like there, it gets to a point. It got to a point for me within this last year of that I'm just not really gonna have female validation as part of my identity that much. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna have,
Yeah.
not gonna have that. So I've filled my activities with self fulfilling things like working out and creating content ideas and
Yeah.
stuff. I still play video games. I still like travel with my friends some. Money hadn't been, you know, I
Yeah.
can't travel that much, but a lot of it has been hyperfixation on myself and developing myself. I've
Yeah.
become very, whether it's mental or physical, which they do go hand in hand. I mean, I'm walking and running, I'm stretching, I'm lifting weights, I'm eating right, or like shopping for myself, cooking for myself, or I don't use online that much to research fitness and stuff. It's streaming a bunch too. And it's work and it's family time and um, it's about it. And it's just all jam packed into like the schedule. I don't even have time for girls,
Yeah.
really. I do like, I hit up girls at night. I hit up girls at night just basically just because I want them to reply, just to be like, I still got it,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure, a lot of
Yeah.
guys can relate. Like,
Yeah.
you're not lonely until you lay down at night. And then you're like, damn, kind of
Yeah.
lonely. I get a little lonely throughout my day. And,
Yeah.
but I've got friends that I call and just yap and talk to,
Yeah.
or I go live and I talk to. That's another big insecurity of mine is that I'm pretty lonely. I get
Mm.
very lonely, but that drives me. I think that
Yeah.
drives me to do things and get interactive or go search for the attention. If I'm lonely because I'm not getting attention,
Yeah.
you better go get it.
Yeah.
You got to go get it if you want it. And and for that reason, I have a loud presence in rooms and stuff sometimes because I'm feeling lonely and I want the attention. I understand that I can't just stand here and hope my aura
Yeah.
gets me what I want.
Yeah.
I have to speak up.
Yeah.
I have to go get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever feel lonely?
Oh yeah. It's I feel like it's definitely like a very prominent thing, especially in like a
Hmm.
guy's life, because like it's
Yeah.
like I saw this meme and I thought it was pretty accurate. It's like to you the girl is like one in a million, and then to the girl you're one in a million. So it's like you're just one of a million dudes she can talk to, and you know what I mean.
It goes both
So
ways.
yeah,
So
but I feel like that's a very prominent thing. But yeah, that's very that'll happen sometimes.
how do you deal with it?
I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, it's me too.
Yeah,
Me too. I know that being heavily focused on yourself does help it.
yeah,
That honestly, being heavily focused on yourself helps a
yeah,
lot. I heard a quote the other day that was the best thing you can do for me is do good for yourself
yeah,
because then I don't have to worry about you.
yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah,
don't, you're taking care of yourself, I'm taking care of myself, and we help each other,
yeah,
along the way too, but not, I depend on you to help me because if you don't help me, I can't do it.
Yeah.
That's now I'm stressed out because I need help, and you're stressed out because
Yeah.
you feel like you have to help. But if we
Yeah.
can both do for ourselves, I think that'd be great for a relationship. You both take
Yeah.
care of yourselves
Yeah.
at the heart, but you help each other
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
That was a good quote that I saw.
Yeah.
They were my Instagram reels were hidden the other day
Yeah.
with motivational stuff.
Those reels were a little too real.
Okay, buddy. Okay,
I'm
buddy.
sorry. There is one way I deal with it, and it's probably not the best way, but it temporarily helps, and is don't think about it. I just don't think about it, which
Yeah.
yeah, I guess that's just prolonging it. It really I really think about it when I'm in bed and I'm just alone, just like, which I'm
Mhm.
not in any situation to like have a significant other with me because I
Mhm.
still live with my parents and stuff.
Yeah.
So like there is no like that's not set up. I just think about it a lot because I'm like at the age where I could
Mhm.
be starting like a family or whatever. Which this age is super young to do that.
Yeah.
But
I don't know where to meet people either.
yeah, that is also a thing I wonder. Like, and my friends will suggest dating apps. It's like I don't want to do dating
Yeah,
apps.
they're
I
not.
don't want to do that,
Yeah, I
and
don't
they
like
can't
that.
fathom why I just will not touch a dating app. I'm just like I just don't want to.
I don't want to either.
I feel like I
I
don't.
did. I had a
Yeah,
run with them, but
yeah. I feel like if I get on there, I feel like it looks like I need it, and I don't want to have. I don't want people thinking I need it, and I don't want to think I need the dating app. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So I would just prefer to like move to a bigger place or something like that
yeah.
because Rutherford isn't cutting it.
Yeah, I kind of like it around here. I'm not gonna lie. I like to
Yeah,
travel other places, but I like it around here. But I mean, for,
yeah,
for meeting girls,
yeah. Well, yeah. In terms of that, I mean,
for meeting a partner,
yeah,
it don't seem like it
yeah,
at all. There's just not new people coming and
yeah.
going,
I
and
mean, it's
seeing
peaceful to
it.
live just
Yeah,
just for meeting people. It's not great.
I lived in. Have you lived in big city?
No, I've lived in the same house for all of my life. Like, yeah,
Memphis was as big as I. And I lived in Atlanta, like on a work trip for like 2 weeks.
yeah,
Memphis was too big, too crazy, too much road rage,
yeah,
traffic, and every day my road rage and anxiety is just going through the roof. I hated it.
yeah.
Atlanta was even worse. It was just like Memphis, but two more lanes of it on each side, 6 lanes of traffic on each side. Every day
Ooh,
to work, 40 minutes.
ooh,
And it's just no way. There's no possible way that I would live in that. Not a chance.
yeah,
That is awful. You'd have to pay me so much money to live there for a year.
yeah,
Either one of them.
yeah.
Because I don't even like driving like that. Like, I don't like driving a long distance and stuff.
I don't like driving anywhere.
I don't like riding in the car for forever. I start getting feeling
Yeah,
stiff and lazy. And
yeah,
I went across the country with Tyner all the way to Boise, Idaho. And it
yeah,
was all right, but that was like driving for a purpose. But like driving every day to work,
yeah,
40 minutes in traffic, no.
yeah,
Not driving continuously like that.
yeah,
And home in the rush hour, no.
yeah.
Not a
That
chance.
doesn't
I had
sound
to get
fun.
out of there. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'd actually drive to the job, to the office, then to our Walmarts or Targets because we were selling phones. This was that AT&T job.
yeah,
And then we would drive home. So it was like 3 different times.
yeah.
That shit was
Wow.
yeah. What were your other questions? David had the good questions.
It's funny you say that because I was thinking he's probably like thought of these like really awesome questions, and I just like
Mm-mm.
mine aren't good. I thought mine weren't very good, but I'm glad you like them. Let's see, we sort of touched on that kind of, I
Yeah,
guess.
we talked about personal
Yeah,
life. What is your ultimate goal for
yeah.
career in life?
So yeah, so like ultimate goal for the career, and then you're just life as a whole.
Ultimate goal for career. It is not clear in my head yet. It is definitely still cloudy, still foggy of what I want to happen as a career.
Yeah,
That's also an insecurity of mine is I don't have that. I don't have the
yeah,
career goal. Um, Ultimate goal for career, how I would answer that is I want to be financially stable. I'll be honest, I don't want to be filthy rich.
okay,
I don't want to
interesting.
be. I'm terrified of that because I felt filthy rich at one point. It was just $70,000. So now I look up and I'm like, that's not that much money.
Yeah.
But I've had the feeling of I've got too much money. I don't know what to do with this,
Yeah.
and it was bad. And maybe when I'm more mature, like I said, if I peak around 30 and stuff, if I've got more money, I'll be able to manage it. But right now, I do not want to be rich. I
Okay.
want to have enough
Interesting.
money to feed myself and
Yeah.
to keep progressing, kind of advancing, paying my rent, maybe get a new car if I sell that one and stuff, and like some small little goals. I do not want to be rich right
Yeah. Yeah.
now. I don't think I would handle it well.
Yeah.
I don't think I would handle it. I would like to come into some money and make some money through
Yeah.
content and through work and stuff, but ultimate goal for career, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's not a bad thing.
Maybe have. I have no idea.
Yeah. That's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad. No, I think
Yeah.
I'm keeping it open because
Yeah.
I've got things going for me, but I don't have a set career goal.
Yeah.
Okay, ultimate goal for career: bench press 315.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate career goal right now.
Awesome. So
And
315.
so when I bench 315,
Yeah.
next goal arise,
Yeah.
next goal,
Yeah.
whatever. So right now, my ultimate career goal is about a 1 year goal.
Yeah.
By the end of this bulk, I will bench press 315 pounds, barbell, flat bench. Yep, that's my ultimate goal. Do you
Awesome.
have? I'm 25. You're 18. Do you have an ultimate career goal?
Sort of. It's I want to be somehow involved with entertainment. I think
Okay.
it's fun. I think it brings me gratification, and then it's
Mm-hmm.
also serving other people.
Likewise.
So, and then if you can also like get paid to do that, that's also
Mm-hmm.
because it's something I enjoy doing.
Yep.
Because like it's great to do something for fun, and then also if you're getting paid to do something you like to do for fun, that's cool. Um, I would like to be involved somehow. Right now, I'm kind of leaning more towards like visual entertainment rather than like audio entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
So like I musician was like a thing that I thought about, which is still open. But
Mm-hmm.
I would like to, if I could do like my animation thing, if I could get it big enough or whatever, I would like to somehow be involved with like cartoons because like like
Mm-hmm.
certain YouTubers will get big enough on their platform that
Oh, girl,
they'll
you can go a million different
yeah
ways. Yeah, that's what I love
yeah
about this. That's probably why I don't know what I want my career to be. Is
yeah
because I can go a bunch of different ways.
yeah
I can do both. You
yeah
can make an animation series,
yeah
and then you can make a song also.
yeah yeah
But you could also, or you can make a song for the animation
yeah
series. You could
yeah
like be a creative.
yeah
Yeah.
it would be something like that. Like I would want to like make the YouTube channel successful enough and then like be involved with like Cartoon Network or
Right.
something.
Like,
That would
hey,
be
like
cool.
Corn Dog Animations
Yeah.
also does
Yeah.
this.
I like one inspiration I have is JG Quintel. I think that's how you say his name right. He made like a regular show and then
Mm,
another show people don't really it's kind of like lesser known than regular show. It's
mm-hmm,
like almost or it's I forget what it is, but like it's another show that's like regular show,
mm-hmm.
but except it has human people. Regular show was a great show, and I want something that would have like that amount of influence as like regular show or whatever. It would be cool.
That would be cool.
And then
That'd be really
after,
cool.
yeah,
Do
and
you
then
write scripts for like stories and
for my
stuff?
videos, I do.
Have you
Like
ever done horror?
I have not. I I don't know how I would be at that. I mean, I could try it out and see how I would,
Mm-hmm.
be like. I would have to learn like how to build suspense at the right moments and stuff. Like how this it shouldn't seem too sudden or
I
whatever.
need to, yeah,
Yeah,
I want to get into that too. I just
yeah,
haven't made the steps to it. I haven't. There was one night I was in this living room and it was dark, and I started getting scared, and I was like, this is probably how they do it. They
yeah.
let themselves get scared. The first thing I heard was a footstep in the house.
Mm,
It wasn't a footstep,
yeah,
but my mind created that was a footstep. That was
yeah,
somebody. And then I thought, what if he's got a gun, or what if
yeah.
it's somebody? And I kept following that trail, just scaring myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then I heard something outside, and I was like, "That's a chainsaw outside." When there's probably just a car, or
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
I was like, "That's probably how they come up with these scripts, and they go crazy." Like
yeah,
Stephen King probably went crazy
yeah,
writing these books, but he had to let himself follow that thought trail all the way deep into
yeah.
that. Um, That's something I'd be interested in too.
Yeah,
Is getting into horror and stuff. Animation blows my mind though.
yeah. Animation's fun. It's very
So
gratifying.
your ultimate career goal right now is would be to be a successful creative on YouTube, pretty
Yeah,
much. Like
yeah,
you're not really sure if you want it to be animation or music or what, but you
yeah,
want to be creative and entertain.
yeah. I
Yeah,
want
I
that.
love entertaining.
Yeah,
I
entertainment's
love it.
cool.
Sometimes I get insecure about that too because I feel like a clown. I'm like, oh, everybody's laughing at me,
Mm.
but if they're laughing at me, they're still laughing.
Yeah,
Like that's
it's true.
goal completed as an entertainer.
Yeah,
And I just have if I just identify as I'm an entertainer, then
yeah,
I made you laugh.
yeah, yeah.
Job
It's
complete.
true.
But I go through. They try to label me a split personality disorder, but that's not the case.
Yeah,
I just act differently in different situations. There's
yeah,
lots of so sometimes I'm in entertainer mode
yeah,
and I want to laugh and hee hee ha ha ha
yeah,
blah blah blah. But sometimes I'm in locked in mode and
yeah,
it ain't no jokes. It ain't no laughing around. Like we're getting something done.
yeah,
And I'm learning how to balance it and still figuring out which needs to go where. But I think that's just being an adaptable human. You
yeah,
don't just have one baseline of I do this, I say this, and I act in this way. I'm open for change still. I'm 25, and I just hit a jump start in changing and my life becoming different from 24 to 25.
yeah,
And I don't see any slowing down really in sight. Like I think
yeah,
that's why it's hard to predict my future. I think because I feel like I'm still changing so much
yeah,
and so fast.
yeah.
Um, and I'll see where I end up. Hopefully, I don't crash out.
Yeah.
I have tendencies to crash out sometimes. How do you feel about how solid is your mental? How often do you freak out and think everything is going wrong and that you're stuck in life and ah
um, it doesn't happen often. I would say it's like once a month. So like I have a mental health
I'm around the
period
same
month.
I'm around the same time frame, but
Yeah,
it's probably more like twice a month. It's probably once every
yeah,
like 2 to 3 weeks. But at
yeah,
one point it was once twice a week probably.
yeah. It's like my brain has a period. It's cleansing itself and like
Mm-hmm.
letting all of it out. Like
Basically is
yeah,
it's basically what it is. And I think it's just you get into such these thought trails, you don't actually think about the things you're doing, and then you look up and you're like,
yeah,
I don't want to do these things anymore. I want to
yeah,
change. And you sometimes have to just break down to make a
yeah,
change. You just freak out and all
yeah,
your emotions pour out, and then you look back and you're like, okay,
yeah,
it's not that bad. I can make this change,
yeah,
or I can do this task.
yeah.
I can continue on.
It's like
Just
that.
so
It's
weird.
like that one day I'll have, and it'll just be on like the most random day. Like you'll have like a good time. Like I'll be hanging out with my friends. And then I get home, just like I'm not happy. I'm not happy with where I am or whatever. And it'll be like that. And then the next day will just be the recovery or whatever. And then eventually it's back to normal, like after 4 days or whatever.
Yeah, but that's I think that's just such a normal thing to just not be happy with life
Yeah,
for moments.
yeah,
I don't think life is happy. I know life's not 100% happy.
yeah,
It's just not.
yeah,
And people can yell and scream at you to say like just be happy, but I'm not really searching for happiness that
yeah,
much these days.
yeah,
And happiness almost seems a little bit bad because it's just like a peak of like, oh my God, that TikTok I just saw made me laugh so hard.
yeah,
But what did it do for
yeah,
what did it do for me really? It
yeah,
gave me a moment of yeah, I laughed really, really hard, but now I swipe to the next one and it's back to
yeah,
you probably don't even remember it. It might be a trending meme, but
yeah,
still, the better feelings are like you see progression, like you're getting better at something.
yeah,
I like
yeah,
that more than I like laugh. That normally makes me laugh too. That makes me laugh. I laugh to a bunch of things, not just being happy, but progression is a happier or a more sustainable form of happy.
yeah,
Like then yeah, it's just that's a weird topic right there. Just
yeah,
happiness, what makes you happy?
yeah,
People have been talking about that for as long as they wrote it in the at least they wrote it in the Pursuit of Happiness in the
yeah.
whatever document. That's a wild one.
I forget.
What makes you happy?
Well, I'm So this is an interesting section we could jump into.
Okay.
So I'm I guess the correct term isn't religious, but I have like a faith with God, so I'm a Christian. But so it feels like with when you're in a relationship with Him, it's like you that hole that you feel in your heart is just like it's filled because like
Hmm.
He's watching over you, like He has like I don't know if you're religious, so this may be like
I grew up very religious. I
yeah
guess I didn't get into that in my
yeah we
childhood. I
didn't
was
yeah
raised, yeah, I
yeah
was raised Southern Baptist. I was in Bible
yeah
drill. I led a
yeah
youth group when I was like 15 or 16. I was like one of the
yeah
leaders of the youth group.
yeah
Um,
yeah
but yeah, go ahead. You're.
yeah so just there's a good comfort in like knowing like God like he has like a will, so like he already has it planned
Hmm.
out, so like it will work out to what God thinks is best for you.
Yeah,
And so like and see that's why I could never be like an atheist. I mean
yeah.
not slamming anyone who's an atheist. I'm just saying
I think
yeah
I'm very similar in that way. Is that
yeah
I'm not big on organized religion. I don't go to
yeah
church. I'm not a member of a church or anything. But I have a relationship with God, our
yeah
Creator, or whatever you wanna,
yeah
whatever has given us this gift of all this,
yeah
and I have a relationship with Him,
yeah
and I think that feel also
yeah
ease is because and it comes around and it comes when I pray, when I decide to pray, and it's when I look at myself. It's when I talk. It's when I'll look at myself in the eyes in the mirror,
yeah
and I'll look at myself and I'll literally talk to my body, and I'll talk to myself in my eyes, and it's not really me talking. It's like an objective version of
yeah
me. It's like sort of me backed out of my player character,
yeah
talking to myself like, this is what you need to do. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to do that. And sometimes
yeah
I listen, sometimes I don't.
yeah
I've told myself a bunch of times, like the last time I did it, I was looking at myself, and then I reached my vape because I had a little craving. And I
yeah
said to myself, still reaching for that vape. I was
yeah
like, it's been 4 years and you're still
yeah
reaching for that vape.
yeah
And I did it, and I was like, I do look cool. And I was like, that's the toxic part. That's the part that holds on
yeah
to me, is that I think I look cool when I do it.
okay
I'm 25,
yeah
and I still think I look cool when I do it.
yeah
Even though it's a big insecurity, I don't like people seeing me do it.
yeah
I don't like getting the side eye and shit when I pull it out. I hate all that shit, but
yeah
I still want to do it.
yeah
And we're gonna have a progression at someday. Well, I don't show it on camera anyway, so they're not gonna. I guess they won't see.
yeah
Y'all won't really. Y'all will have no idea when I stop, but at some point I will stop. I might tell. Like I probably won't say that I quit until like a year of not fucking
yeah
touching it,
yeah
because I'll be like, oh yeah, I quit, and I'll fall right back into it.
yeah what if like showing it
Mike
would
calls
keep
it.
like what if showing it would keep you accountable and then like that would lead to you getting away from it. Maybe that could be it.
That could be it, bro. Should I do it right now? Should I hit the vape on camera and say I'm about to start showing y'all, and letting y'all say L vape,
Yeah, L vape.
and letting y'all talk shit, and letting y'all drive me into a fucking until I don't do it anymore.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that could be it. That could be
I
what
think it did
causes.
help. I see. I don't think so. I don't think that's the healthiest way to get into it. Cause I think I just start hiding and start lying to my
Yeah,
audience.
yeah,
Um, and because when I started this fitness, this did jumpstart it, but I started it off camera. I started this in October or November, like recording my workouts, tracking my progression.
yeah,
But I started the bulk in September, so there was like 2 months of
yeah,
not on camera. So I was already committed, and then I was like, you know what, I want to have it on camera.
yeah,
The vaping, I have said I'm gonna quit, and then I'd be showing it on camera, but I don't know. Okay, look, I'll do it. I'll put it on camera. You'll see it. You'll see it. This is the vape on camera. Come back in 1 year, and we'll see if I guess you'll hear if I still do it or if it's limited. I already limit it. I've already have about an hour plus or more in the morning when I'm walking and I'm doing everything healthy and sober with no nicotine vape, and then I sit down and drink my coffee and hit my vape, and then after that I just kind of hit it randomly.
yeah.
We're gonna quit this, and there's gonna be a progression. Somebody quit this and be like, "Whoa, Jay Lundo swears he is going to quit vape."
watch you
at
cut
some
that.
point.
Watch you cut that out in post.
Yeah, I could. That's another 30 minutes right there.
Oh wow, nice.
So that makes an hour plus
Yeah.
of. So that's either one long one
Yeah.
or two 30-minute ones.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool. Do you want me to tag Corn Dog?
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm about to look it up on YouTube. Corn Dog Animations.
Yeah. It's all one word too.
Subscribe to Corn Dog Animations. I'll put the link also down below. Thanks for being here. Like and subscribe.
It feels so weird.
Thanks for watching the David podcast. I want to say thank you to David. The conversation with him re-sparked my interest in podcast, and I appreciate all my guests so far. If you want to be a guest, comment below, and maybe we can make something happen. Thanks for being here.